Hey, Dale.
Hmm.
I want to start this week's show with a joke. You ready?
I'm ready.
What does the deaf gynecologist do?
He uses his fingers.
No, he reads lips.
Oh, I actually knew that.
Live from the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Dale and Scott.
I know where you got that from, and I knew
Where-
the answer.
I got it from TikTok.
And you keep telling me to delete that.
I'm
fucking
not.
app.
It's actually not TikTok. I'm watching reels on Facebook or Instagram.
I like Instagram Reels.
Yeah. No, TikTok's off my phone because the government told me to take it off my phone. Donald Trump told me to take it off my phone. It's dangerous. Chinese are trying to get all your shit. That's how it goes. First your money, then your clothes. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our... Wait, is this the last show? No, it's not the last show of the year. We got one more we'll do next week.
You're not taking off the holidays?
No, we don't
This is
know.
bullshit.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you? You love doing the show. Hey guys, so excited to tell you what we did Sunday afternoon. This was really fun. It was first time I've done it. My dad reminded me that he actually took me to an NFL game, a Jets game, when I was a tiny little baby. So
Yeah.
this was my fourth NFL game.
This is my third.
Dale and I went to the Raiders-Patriots game.
And twice in a suite.
Right, yeah. So we were in a suite. Resorts World invited us to be their guests in their suite. The first time that we've ever been in Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. It was a 1 o'clock game here on the West Coast. It was the 4 o'clock game on the East Coast. And man, apparently it was one of the most exciting games of the year.
Well, all right. So full disclosure.
Yeah.
I had a wonderful fucking time.
Oh, we had an amazing time.
And thanks to, I'll say just her first name, Selena at Resorts World, she hooked us up.
Thank you, Selena.
But we did leave early in hopes of beating traffic and getting back to the hotel.
Right. Yeah, we Resorts
before
World
it became a nightmare.
What was nice about it is Resorts World drove us over there and back.
Yeah.
In one of their SUVs, and which was super nice. We got there about an hour early, and the very first thing that happened when we got there, well, first of all, Allegiant Stadium is the most gorgeous stadium in the NFL. I mean,
It's very pretty.
it's the most gorgeous, newest, most upscale, first-class stadium I've ever been in. And the first thing we see is friggin' celebrity chef Todd English standing at his station.
He's just standing there looking at his phone.
Giving out friggin' lobster rolls.
They're pretty amazing.
So, of course, with my trusty iPhone, I go up. Dale was embarrassed, I think, but I went up and asked him for a photo. So I got a photo with Todd English. I love him. I've been going to his restaurants for years. He had Olives in D.C. way back when we lived there. And he's got a bunch of things happening here in Vegas. And he's on Food Network all the time.
Yeah.
So I instantly knew. Somebody pointed him out to it. I think it was the guy from our suite that pointed him out to us. Yeah. Otherwise, I might not have known that was him.
Yeah.
But that was pretty cool.
It was.
But then just the suite experience. You know what? It wasn't about the game for us. It was more about the pageantry of the cheerleaders and the national anthem at the beginning and the T-Pain, for God's sakes. T-Pain performed during the intermission. What's it called?
Halftime. And I know, and so I haven't gone to many. Like I said, this was my third one. And I knew that there were halftime shows. I was not expecting T-Pain to be there, which I was like back in the 90s, early 2000s all over again. It was
so
great.
cool. It was so cool. And just a couple suites down from us was friggin' Mark Wahlberg, right, who just moved to Vegas with his family a couple months ago. He's rumored to be opening a movie studio here in the Vegas Valley.
Mm-hmm.
But he was sitting just right down from us, just a few seats down. That was pretty cool. There was a bunch of NFL famous people there too. But, man, that was fun. I had a great time.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sorry that we left at the beginning of the fourth quarter because we wanted to beat the traffic.
Well, we wanted to beat the traffic. We got pulled over by a cop.
Oh, yep. Our driver got a ticket for picking us up on the street instead of the VIP area.
Yeah, and we got back to the property, and we were at the high limit bar.
Yeah.
And apparently that's when the biggest play of the whole game happened. I watched it on the TV from far away.
Yeah.
But we were not there to actually witness it.
Stupid. Anyway, we had a really, really good time. Thank you, Resorts World. And if you guys are coming to Vegas, Resorts World is kind of our new favorite place.
And
Sorry, MGM.
it's pretty great.
It's pretty friggin' great across the board. Yeah. So happy to give them a shout out. We also made homemade ice cream this week since the last time we talked to you. So when we're bored and there's nothing to watch on TV, sometimes we put on QVC. And this is how we have a lot of things in our house that we really don't need.
No.
But we bought, a couple weeks ago, we bought the Ninja air fryer, which is also a toaster. And it's actually pretty friggin' cool.
Yeah.
Love it. And then a couple days later.
That's like nothing really new.
Right.
Like they've been out forever, but this last thing is.
Then
pretty
we
cool.
bought the Ninja ice cream maker.
Yeah.
Dude, this was so much fun. So we're now making our own homemade ice cream. No preservatives. We know exactly what's going in it. And our very first batch, we made a pint of mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually pretty good.
It's really yummy.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited to have because we only have enough for maybe each of us to have one more bowl.
Yeah.
And we'll be done.
Yeah. It saves for like 2 weeks after you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm excited to try. I want to try coffee ice cream. I want to try. You want to do chocolate.
I want to try a basic and see how
Yeah.
easy because it can get quite expensive if you're making.
Well, you have to go out and you have to buy milk. You have to buy heavy cream. You've got to buy.
I mean, it certainly is cheaper to buy it out of the freezer section of the grocery store, but this is kind of cool.
It's fun to make it yourself.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. It's all about NFL and homemade ice cream this week on the Swish Edition.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
I got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and they fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw up.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your
It's
hosts,
very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
There's another thing that I'm trying to do. A new thing. Trying to talk over the music. But I'm bound to determine from here going forward that we're going to make a new recipe every week, at least one. And I think it's kind of fun because we tend to eat the same damn stuff all the time over and over. We have spaghetti, we have pork chops, we have, I don't know what, but we keep just cycling through, the small amount of things that we
What
make.
works.
Yeah. So these are the two new things that I want to make this week. I don't know if I've told you about this yet. I want to make brown butter penne alla vodka from
Okay.
scratch.
You're
And
gonna
then-
make the pasta.
Not the pasta part, but I'm going to make everything else. And then the other one is Instant Pot classic beef stew. So it's a beef stew that's made in the Instapot. So I'm excited about those two things. Leading up to Christmas, and we still haven't decided. I think we're gonna have ham for Christmas this year.
That's what you're supposed to have.
Yeah. Are you? Or you could do turkey. You could
better
do
than
prime rib. There's all
Subway
kinds of stuff. Well,
Sandwiches.
we're certainly not doing Subway sandwich.
That happened to me once.
I remember. The first day of winter is tomorrow, December 21st. You guys know it's the shortest day of the year. But that means, you know what that means, Dale? Every day after that, the days get a little bit longer. It's been very depressing.
I'm actually excited because we've been through, what is it? The majority of Americans live east of the Mississippi,
Yeah.
right?
I think, maybe.
I
Is that
believe-
true?
I believe that to be true.
Okay.
And you guys are in for
Oh my
Like-
God! Most of the country is going to get slammed with cold and wet and rainy
overnights
and
are
snowy.
going to be 0 or below.
Yeah.
And it's only going to have a high of 15 to 20.
Like I know that your sister in Delaware and my folks in Virginia, they're going to have 15 degrees on Christmas Eve, something like that. It's
Yeah.
going to be cold there.
Yeah.
And us here in Vegas, it's supposed to be 62 degrees
Like
on,
62
on
to
Christmas
65
Day.
degrees. I cannot freaking wait.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
But the thing is that for the last, 3 weeks,
It's been very unseasonably cold
we've
here.
been cold.
I wore a leather jacket yesterday.
Yeah, it's been unseasonable
And
here.
I mean, how many times do we actually wear jackets when we leave the house in
Not
Vegas?
during the day.
Yeah.
I mean, because the mornings are chilly, but once the sun comes out, it's
been pretty
it's
cold.
so comfortable.
Yeah, but we're gonna get a warm up in the next week. You guys don't care about that. Anyway, to get in the winter and holiday spirit, I didn't know about this, but apparently this has been growing year after year after year. There's 153 new holiday movies this year. Did you know that?
I did not.
153 new ones, not even counting all the ones they made the last several years, because it's
Just
been a
counting,
new trend, right?
Like counting the stupid Lifetime things.
Yeah. It started with Lifetime and Hallmark, right? So this is Vulture. Vulture.com did this comprehensive list and description of every single one of the new movies that are coming out this year.
I have a love-hate thing with Vulture, man.
25 different networks, cable channels, and streamers have gotten into the act now. And some of them came out as early as October, but there's a bunch coming out like right now. Anyway, Entertainment Weekly says there's 172 new Christmas movies this year, which is a difference from Vulture's 153. But we hate Entertainment Weekly now because they fucking keep spoiling shows. So we'll stick with Vulture's list, and I'm going to post it up there so you guys can see it. Anyway, I don't know how anybody could watch all these movies. I don't think it's even possible unless you literally have no job and you just watch television nonstop every day until you go to bed. Anyway, we're going to stick with the classics mostly. I don't know if I need to watch all these new shit, but we do want to watch Apple TV Plus's Spirited. It keeps getting great reviews.
It's
Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds.
And I'm not a fan of Will Ferrell, but
It looks really cute.
it does look good. It's been on the list for a while because it's been out for a couple weeks.
It's been out for a while, so we need to watch that this week. And speaking of movies, Glass Onion Knives Out Mystery also drops on Netflix this Friday, December 23rd. That's on our list. This is
Is it a movie or a series?
no, it's a movie.
It's a
It's the
movie.
second
Yeah.
Knives Out movie. With Daniel Craig and I don't know who else.
He's great in that character.
He's so great at that character.
Yeah.
But many critics are listing it as one of the best movies of the year. So
All right.
I think we need to check it out. It came out in October in the movie theaters, but it's now coming to Netflix this Friday.
Oh, my family went and watched something that you were not excited about, the Avatar 2.
Oh, God.
And they said it was long as hell,
It's 3 hours long.
and they said they enjoyed every minute of it. Like, it
Jesus.
wasn't boring. Like, there wasn't parts. It was like, oh, my God, get this over with. They actually enjoyed it.
But the first one was just so... Ugh. I just had no interest in these blue people in this fake world.
I enjoyed it.
I do know Edie Falco is in it. She plays one of the few real people, human characters in it. Edie Falco from Sopranos and Nurse Jackie and stuff. Anyway, all right. I'll watch it if it comes to our TV. I'm not going to the theater
I
to
don't want
watch
to go to
it.
theaters and
I
watch
can't sit through a 3-hour movie in a theater. I can't sit through a 90-minute movie in a theater.
Popcorn.
We had some popcorn yesterday. It did damage to my stomach. Popcorn makes me feel bad. I can't eat it.
I can't eat movie popcorn. No, I can eat popcorn, but I cannot have that
Oil-based butter.
butter.
Yeah.
It ruins me for the whole day. I feel so gross and horrible.
But every time we go to the movies, you order it.
How can you not with that smell?
But if you know that it's going to wreak havoc on your stomach, why do you keep buying it?
I guess it's a price I'm willing to pay for the enjoyment of a couple hours of eating it.
That could be said for a lot of things in life. couldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you watch the teaser trailer for the new Barbie live-action movie?
God, yes. Why did you make me watch that dumb
I made
shit?
I made you watch it so we could talk about it.
It is going to be so fucking stupid.
No, this is either going to be genius or it's going to be a massive flop.
That's
honestly.
a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Margot Robbie is playing Barbie, and Ryan Gosling is playing Ken. And here's a log line from the movie if you guys don't know what about. A doll living in Barbie land is expelled for not being perfect enough and sets off on an adventure in the real world.
Oh.
So,
I
don't know. It looks kind of good.
Does it?
The teaser trailer is voiceovered by Helen Mirren. I don't know if you realize that. It's not coming till July 21st, so we got a long way to wait for this movie.
Yikes.
I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. But the one that I'm definitely going to watch, and I'm excited about it because it's coming up much sooner, Scream 6. The teaser trailer is out. This is taking place in New York City. A lot of the characters have escaped Woodboro, California to New York City. But guess what? Ghostface comes up in New York City.
Yeah. I will watch this. I mean, I find Scream after like maybe the first two is just fucking stupid.
Yes, of course.
But it's a guilty pleasure, and I feel like this is a franchise that is just fun to watch.
1 and 4,
just like Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween's are horrible,
right? But you
watch 'em.
can rate them. There are good Halloweens and there are bad Halloweens.
Yeah.
Scream 1 was obviously a classic. Scream 4 was pretty good. I didn't really love 2, 3, and 6, 5. And now we got 6 coming. Courtney Cox is the only original involved because Nev Campbell wanted too much money, apparently. And then Jenna Ortega is returning from number 5, and Hayden Panettiere. How do you say her name?
Panettiere, I
Yeah.
think. I don't know.
You're so much better with pronunciation than me. She was in Scream 4. She's back also for 6. March 10th is when that's coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's our movie shit. Now we're going to switch to cable TV. I don't understand the demographics or the numbers or the accounting or how a lot of these stations are still on the air. But IndieWire.com ranked all 126 cable channels for this year, 2022, based on viewership in prime time. And they found, not surprisingly, the number 1 cable channel in prime time is Fox News, which is kind of troubling. They had, on average, 2,330,000,000 viewers in prime time, followed closely by ESPN with just under, or just a little over 1.9 million viewers in prime time.
Yeah, I just I have an article say that I want to read later how AMC is struggling. That was a network that was Breaking Bad. That was all these things, The Walking Dead, and they're struggling.
Well, where are they on this list? I'm trying to find AMC on this list. So number 3 is MSNBC. Number 4, Home and Garden. Number 5, TNT. Number 6 is Hallmark Channel. No surprise there. TBS is next. TLC, the Learning Channel. What's INSP? Inspiration Channel? They're number 9. And then CNN's dropped all the way down to number 10.
Where's the ID channel?
ID? Do you see it on there?
No, I don't. Now, I do say that the article that I've saved for later only discusses AMC on cable, not their AMC Plus. I don't know how that could be doing a lot better.
Got it. I don't see ID on here. It must be here because it's
has
definitely
to be. It's got to be
definitely
like
one of the big ones. Yeah. But this is what I don't understand. So you go all the way down to the bottom of the list. One of the worst ones is Fuse. They only have 8,000 viewers in prime time. How is Fuse even on the air with 8,000 people?
Isn't that the music thing?
Yeah.
That's the Canadian music.
It's it started as
the Canadian MTV.
Basically, yeah.
It's actually better than MTV.
Yeah.
It's what MTV used to be.
Logo, the gay channel, only 40,000 people are watching that in prime time. The tennis channel, 49,000 people are watching that. Yeah, I don't even understand how these things are still on. It just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it's number
to me.
16.
What's number 16?
ID.
Oh, that's pretty good. So
Yeah.
they've got about 500,000 people watching
True
that
crime
channel.
is great, man. I can't get enough.
Bravo, my favorite. Bravo is at 21 with 416,000 people on average watching them in prime time. Those numbers though are nothing compared to what they used to be.
Abysmal.
How are they even on anymore with those numbers? Oprah Winfrey, own 186,000 people watching Oprah. Do we care about any of this?
No, not at all.
E only has 200,000 people watching.
What I don't see, so I guess this is just like your basic cable, because I don't see like HBO.
No. These are basic cable
It's
channels.
just basic
These are
cable.
the ones you don't have to pay for.
Yeah.
They come on just show up on your
Right.
cable list. Cable's not going to be around for much longer.
No.
It's dying a quick death. Anyway, continuing our obsession, or my obsession with Elon Musk. The man is truly losing it. Just this week, just since the last time we talked to you, he's got angry Tesla stockholders because Tesla's stock basically tanked in the last week because he's not paying attention to that company. Although he does say that he is going to put more attention on on Tesla instead of Twitter. Yeah, I think he understands that that's where his bread is buttered.
He's got a great brand there, so
right. That and SpaceX. I mean,
Right.
What is he doing wasting his time with this Twitter shit? It just makes no sense to me.
yeah.
But, Twitter, Musk sold about $22 million worth of Twitter stock, and the company tanked last week. They lost like $500 billion. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
because he's just not spending any time on it.
Just a couple of weeks ago, when he was changing the rules over at Twitter, I guess some of the rules that had changed had violated like the Apple App Store guidelines, and there was a threat
That they were going to take it off.
take it
the
off,
Apple
and he made a public statement saying that he'll fix that because he'll just buy Apple.
Oh, right.
I don't know if he has that much money.
I don't think he can afford to buy Apple.
No.
That's for damn sure.
And I don't even know if the board of Apple would even allow that to happen.
No.
There's just no way. Not after what he done with Twitter. Could
No.
you imagine?
Apple's one of the biggest companies in the world. There's no way. That would be like him trying to buy Amazon. He just doesn't have that kind of money. No. And even if he was, he was until recently the richest man in
But
the world.
even if he
but
did,
still.
I don't even know if the board would even allow that sale, because it would just ruin the fucking brand.
No, he's too unhinged. Just this past weekend, he suspended a mess of tech reporters because of his ongoing feud with people tracking his private jet, for God's sakes. He got so much backlash on that, he had to instantly unsuspend these people because he has been claiming that the whole reason he bought the damn thing is to make it a free speech platform with limited control.
Right.
And then he goes and suspends people on a whim because they're tracking his fucking private jet. He's worried about getting assassinated, he says.
Oh.
Who's going to assassinate him? Nobody gives a shit about him that much that they're going to kill him.
That stuff with even the flight tracker app.
Right.
That's public information from the FAA.
It is, but there are also ways of blocking it. I know that people like Madonna and Tom Cruise block their private jet travel. So why can't he do that too?
I'm sure. Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't understand
You
either.
should be able to do that. Maybe you pay for that. I don't know.
But the most recent thing, and excuse us because we did tape this on Monday, so the show comes out on Tuesday at press time. We don't know the final results of how Elon Musk is going to deal with this, but on Sunday he put up a poll asking people to vote whether he should step down as the head of Twitter. And as of early on Monday, 57.5% of the people voted that he should step down. 42.5% voted no. 17 million people voted in this fucking poll. So basically, they said, and when the poll ended, they said, yes, you should step down. So will he really do it? At press time, he hadn't reacted yet to the poll and hadn't mentioned whether he's going to step down or not.
Yeah, he should, and he should install someone who's a little bit more safe.
By the time you guys are listening to this podcast, he's probably, because he can't hold his tongue, so he's probably already spoken about this, and we probably already know the answer, but as we're recording this, we don't know what it is. But man, he can still own the company, But he needs to go back to Tesla and SpaceX and do what he's really, really good at.
Yeah.
And his boring company.
Right.
And the other stuff that he knows more about.
Right.
Let someone else run Twitter. He can hire somebody to run Twitter for him. You know? He can pull the strings from afar.
Yes. Yeah, he needs another face of the company.
He needs someone reliable and sane. Maybe Kanye's looking for a job. Maybe we can get Kanye to run it.
God damn.
Oh, this has come up a lot on the show. Is 86 years old too old to be a flight attendant?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why? What is it with you and the ageism and flight attendants?
Because they should all be perky and 26 years old.
It's like going back to the fucking 60s with you and flight attendants.
And female. American Airlines has now one of the oldest flight attendants flying in the air. She's been working steadily for 65 years.
Damn.
She worked on the Eastern Shuttle, which became the U.S. Air Shuttle. And then, of course, U.S. Air was bought by American. So now she's with American. She is so senior. She is the most senior flight attendant and that means that she gets any flight she wants because they do bid,
right.
Based on seniority, you bid on the trips that you want. She lives in Boston, so she does the Boston to D.C. flight. That's all she does. She goes down and back, and that's it. She never spends the night anywhere except in her own house.
That's like perfect.
And this is
that's
right,
perfect.
Yeah, right now American's doing that on the Airbus 319, which she's trained on. But American just changed their rules, and they now are requiring all their flight attendants to train in Dallas to work on any of the airplanes that American flies, which is the 787, the 777, 737, what have you. But she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to go to Dallas, and she doesn't want to learn how to fly anything because all she's flying on is the Airbus 319. So she's decided to retire. So I think her name is Betty.
Of course
Betty's finally going to be retiring after 65 years working for the airline.
I mean, what is that? That's got to be what, an hour flight? No.
Yeah, it's about an hour.
Hour and a half. It's
down.
an hour to New York from D.C. So
yeah, hour and a half. And she goes down, back, goes back home.
That's perfect. That's like perfect.
Perfect job.
Yeah.
My dad was a commercial pilot for U.S. Air, and as he got closer and closer to retirement age, he was more and more senior, and he got any flights he wanted. He said that the entire time he was a pilot, he only did one red eye. Literally one red eye his entire career. He hated it so much. Sucks to work at night, overnight. So he had good trips.
Nice.
Yeah. We got some Vegas news to tell you about. How about this, Dale? Should we try this? Down at the Plaza Hotel in downtown Vegas, down right off of Fremont Street. They've just gone through a huge renovation, and they're adding a new bar called the Carousel Bar. It's going to be an outdoor bar, carousel themed. They're going to have a new drink that you can get.
Do you get to ride on up and down ponies?
They may have ponies there. Yeah. Anyway.
Like that's what you're talking about, right? That kind of carousel?
That kind of carousel, yeah. There's going to be ponies there. That's the theme of the bar.
Okay.
Anyway, they got this new drink where you roll the dice to find out what you're going to drink. So you pay your money, and they give you 3 dice. You roll the first one, it determines your spirit. You roll the second one, it determines your mixer. You roll the third one, and it determines your third ingredient. Could be mint or what have you. And then the bartender mixes it up. You have to drink it.
I'd do it once.
Yeah, do it. What if it was rum and tonic? I mean, rum and tonic don't go good.
I cannot stand tonic.
I can't stand rum. I don't know. So,
well, I suspect that the combinations that are available that these bartenders
are decent, edible, drinkable
drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would try it. I don't have price information for you guys, so I don't know how much this drink costs, but that's how you do it. That's how you do it in Vegas. You play the odds, right?
Gamble.
Yeah, you gamble. The Plaza is also getting its own Pink Box donut shop. Pink Box is huge out here.
Yeah.
70 different donuts, and they're going to have alcoholic milkshakes.
You know, I've tried those alcohol milkshakes. It's just bullshit.
Alcohol,
you can't taste anything.
alcohol does not mix well with milk
And
or ice cream.
just
Sorry.
one thing, I did it at what was it?
Boozy shakes.
The place in DC. Ted? Was it Ted's?
Yes.
Ted's Bulletin?
Yeah, over on 15th Street or 16th?
No, 14th Street.
Yeah, I don't like alcohol.
And I tried
milk.
it once, and I was like, I don't want this.
It's not
Just a regular milkshake will do.
I'll have a regular milkshake and a donut. But we haven't tried Pink Box yet.
Man,
it's supposed to be really, really good.
I tell you what, if you ever find yourself in Washington, D.C., you go to Ted's Bulletin for breakfast or brunch. Man, get pancakes, eggs, the whole works.
They also have their own
It's
homemade
so good.
Pop-Tarts.
Yes, so
Do
good.
we know that it's still open?
Oh, I
We're
guess I
advertising something that might
I
not.
guess it's been a long time since we've lived
It's been
there.
a long time, and we don't know that.
I bet it's still there.
We also need to. I really want to go to Oscar Steakhouse. There at the Plaza. That's the famous restaurant named after Oscar Goldman, who was Goodman or Goldman. Oh shit, he was the former mayor of Las Vegas. Anyway, Casino was shot there. We need to do that sometime. Hey, I learned something this week. I don't know that I knew this before. Did you know that Hawaiians call Las Vegas the ninth island?
I did, because I think I may have read the same story that you have read.
Yeah.
And I meant to forward it to you.
So Las Vegas is literally the most popular vacation destination for people who live in Hawaii.
For Hawaiians, yeah.
Yeah. And we've got 3 flights a day on Hawaiian nonstop.
Well, that's
so
kind of cool.
They all come here. Yeah. This is the ninth island.
Nice.
And we're not even surrounded by water. So that's so crazy.
No, we have none.
I would love to go to Hawaii, though. Although, did you hear about that flight from Phoenix to Hawaii yesterday? Horrible turbulence, and like 50 people were hurt. It was really, really bad turbulence. People like slammed their heads into the ceiling and shit. Yeah, it was really bad.
I've been on
It can happen.
It can happen. And I've been on one flight scared to death. But I've seen videos, and it was never that bad.
Yeah.
But it was enough to, like, there was no service. You put your seatbelt on, and you were in for it.
When you're in your seat, I don't care if the seatbelt sign is on or off. Your seatbelt should always be on.
Yeah.
Because you never know when shit like that's going to come up. And you should only get up and be up and about when you need to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or poop.
That's why I always thought that the center aisle should be metal, and that the flight attendants should have magnetic shoes, so that if they're doing service, I've always thought this, that if they're doing service, that turbulence shoes come at a moment's notice, and the pilot might not know it's coming.
I can picture that.
And
I can picture that's
like, not enough to like so they can't move, but enough that if the plane.
What if they were actually like tethered somehow to like they had a thing attached to their belt? They were tethered to the floor somehow.
That's too much. Magnetic
and
shoes.
magnetic shoes aren't too much.
No, because the tether would get in the way of people. Yeah, get up, go to the bathroom, blah 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 blah. So they would stay at least with their feet on the ground.
That's fucking
and not
hilarious.
crash into the top of the plane.
The ceiling, yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, I think I'm on to something.
I think maybe you should call Boeing or Airbus and try to get this invention in the skies.
Right.
They've announced the New Year's Eve fireworks for Vegas. We're not excited about this because of our dogs, but I think we'll be able to see a lot of these from our house because we can see the strip if we kind of like walk out the front.
We can go out the front and look down the street, and you can see the strip.
They're shooting off fireworks at the stroke of 2023 from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different locations.
Wow.
MGM Grand, Aria, Planet Hollywood, Caesars Palace, Treasure Island, the Venetian, Resorts World, and the Strat.
Nice.
That, if all the fireworks are going off all at the same time, that's going to be quite a sight.
That's going to be amazing.
I know it's hard for you to stay up to midnight because I know a lot of times we'll watch the ball drop in New York City at 9 o'clock, which it's 9 o'clock here on the West Coast. So, and then you go to bed. But if you could stay up till midnight, it might be fun to go out on the road and watch that.
Yeah, and you know what I wish? Because I know that here, that they basically the strip is closed,
right?
And you're able to go to and fro. You can drink.
It's closed to
traffic.
vehicle traffic,
right?
Yeah.
So you can walk down the strip. It's a lot of fun. But this is Las Vegas, and it has baffled me that they don't take the time to like set up a stage. I mean, how many music people are here? Like, it could be put on by Caesars and say, "Hey, Celine Dion
or Pitbull
or whoever
in the street." Yeah,
you're
cool.
going to be in the street.
Yeah,
and it would be fucking great.
Well, I know that there's several big time people performing on New Year's Eve. Adele's going to be at Caesar's Palace on New Year's Eve. Pitbull, Kevin Hart are both at Resorts World. Someone else is going to be here. Oh, Gwen Stefani's going to be at Venetian. I think the Jonas Brothers are going to be at Park MGM. I mean,
and maybe
this whole town is going to be filled with big time entertainment on New Year's Eve.
And maybe that's why the city doesn't do it, because if they'd done that, they could maybe take away from something.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that you need something at the stroke of midnight. You need something from 9
to keep people
to 11 to keep people entertained, and then they could go to where they need to go
to watch their fireworks.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will not be anywhere except here in our house watching TV, because being out in Vegas on New Year's Eve is kind of really horrible. You can't get around. It's so crowded.
Well, also, we have a dog that is
really super not happy about fireworks.
Is not happy about fireworks.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to kill him one day.
And we talk about brands and their crazy, crazy products that they release to, we've talked about Arby's and their whiskey. We've talked about, so many different things. But now they didn't want to be left out. So the Super 8 hotel brand has come out with a line of candles. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different scents. One is called Morning Jolt, which is a fresh ground coffee smell. They've got Brain Freeze, which smells like a cherry slushy. Light Bite, which smells like sweet syrupy vanilla. I think it's supposed to smell like breakfast pancakes or something. One called Tucked In, which is a sense of clean linen.
That one would be good.
I would like that. Here's one. Snack Time. Smells like smoky beef jerky. Who the fuck wants a beef jerky candle? Another one is called Fresh Feels, which smells like bathroom soap.
Okay.
Roam Free, which is an outdoorsy, woodsy kind of smell.
Okay.
And then Pit Stop, which smells like cinnamon custard. But they're billing it as glorious gasoline for some reason. I didn't know this, but Super 8 is owned by Wyndham
I did not know that.
And they have 1,200 locations in the United States.
Wow.
And you guys can probably buy the candles if you want, but I bet you probably can't get them in time for Christmas.
Exactly.
It's too late now.
And by the way, if you're visiting Washington, D.C., Ted's Bulletin has 2 locations, and they are still open.
Oh, you looked it up?
I did.
You looked it up. Did you do that while I was peeing?
I did. Yeah. I was.
You guys don't know this, but I actually left the studio and peed during the show.
And I was looking at the menu. I was like, man, I missed. That was one of my favorite restaurants in Washington. It's a great restaurant.
I agree with you. And I also think I need to make a note to get myself a bucket under my desk so that I could just pee. If I need to during the show. Usually during the closing music, I have one more thing that I want to talk about, and I forgot to write something down.
That's fine.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I just told you. Ted's Bulletin is open.
All right. Well, happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate, because Hanukkah's going on right now. Light a candle after you listen to our show, and then Merry Christmas, because we won't talk to you till after Christmas.
Peace out, bitches.
But we'll talk to you before the end of the year, whether Dale likes it or not. fuck wants a beef jerky candle?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, or poop.